Hey guys, it's TEW2013 Maxwell here, and welcome to another edition of WWE. It's a new day. This episode is not the go-home show, but the week before it. We're closing in WrestleMania, so basically this show, next week's show, and then I need to try and get the best possible WrestleMania. So we'll try and get a bit of the card put out today. Basically there's a segment which will run down some of the matches already announced, and everything else we'll try and tie up in next week's go-home show, so you know properly what the card is going to be at WrestleMania. And I did book this in the middle of the night when I was struggling to sleep, so I'm either going to be absolutely horrible at this, or my creative spark just seems to happen at like the middle of the night when I can't sleep. So we'll see what happens. 6 pre-show segments, 18 segments within the show as well, so really try to book as much as possible, get as many guys that are going to be involved in Mania over going forward. And we're booking the show, the Gateway Arena in the Midwest. So without further ado, put me blathering on. As always guys, before we start, thank you for watching. It's deeply appreciated. I hope you've enjoyed the series. Hope you're looking forward to TEW2013. If you do enjoy it, don't be afraid to hit the old thumbs up. And I'll give you a wee retweet and a favourite on the old Twitter. But I say, thanks for watching guys, enjoy the show. So in front of 8,268 in attendance, not the greatest attendance, in a match that was completely devoid of heat, Bayley defeated Nikki Bella in 5 minutes and 46 with a rose plant. E28, disappointingly both divas off their game. The announcing team, colour commentary helped the match, but the match brought the crowd's mood down. So not great. Nikki Bella did improve her performance skills, but overall most of the negatives are coming from her. Which is a shame because she's improved in real life. Our second pre-show match was an 8-man tag, and the match had some good action but not much in the way of heat, with the team of Kevin Owens, Rusev, and the New Days, Kofi Kingston and Big E, beating the team of Damien Sandow, Devon Dudley, Darren Young, and Jim Uso in 6:49 when Rusev defeated Darren Young via the Accolade. A C-55, Darren Young off his game this time, Xavier Woods doing some good work at ringside. Kevin Owens is improving in his performance skills, was hoping for a few more improvements there, quite a lot of negatives there, which is disappointing. But still, considering it's mid-carders and upper mid-carders, in this mod, C-55 is not the end of the world. Next up in a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat, the City Cowboys defeated Awesome Truth in 7:55 when Robert Roode defeated The Miz by pinfall with a payoff. Now it did get a D-37, which is obviously awful, but it was the 4th time they've fought. I just really needed to give these 4 guys something to do. Unfortunately, it meant them facing each other. It is what it is. It's really just a match to get the City Cowboys over, but The Miz improves his performance skills, and your negatives there. Quite a few of them, declining physical ability, holding back. It wouldn't have been, I don't think, too much better. I think it would have been maybe about C- as well. And then the match that had some good action, but not much in the way of heat. Potentially an in-real-life dream match. Sami Zayn and Neville defeated the team of Hideo Itami and Tanahashi in 7 minutes and 27 when Sami Zayn defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi by pinfall with a brainbuster. C-56. I've just found out that Sami Zayn and Neville have no chemistry as tag team partners, but it was just a kind of match to get those over, and Neville improving Rumble skills. Basically it's one of those ones, if I was booking post WrestleMania we'd start using Tanahashi and Hideo, but plans changed, they couldn't get them to the main roster in time, and a storyline I felt was going to be effective, so they're just going to really put people over. Typical WWE, big Japanese star, and we're going to job them. And a match that had some good action, but not much in the way of heat. Former tag team partners Dolph Ziggler defeated Jack Swagger in 7:41 by pinfall with a zigzag. C-65, that's okay. Ziggler improving Rumble skills from this one. Negatives here, mostly for holding back in low momentum. Both guys need the win. Swagger we don't really have any plans for, but Ziggler we may do. Wow, this actually really flopped. I thought this would actually be really good. Basically, a dark match was the main eventers who are not wrestling on Raw versus some enhancement talents. In a match that had some good action and average heat, the team of Daniel Bryan, John Cena, Randy Orton, and Roman Reigns defeated Tyler Breeze, Stardust, Bo Dallas, and the Axeman Curtis Axel in 8:27 when John Cena defeated Stardust by pinfall using the AA. C-57. Cena has switched to a hero gimmick, which got an initial 83 rating. Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan looked good out there, and the commentary did help the match. Only Curtis Axel improved technically. But yeah, just really disappointed that flopped. I would have thought the likes of Bryan, Cena, Orton and Reigns' overness would have carried this match, but not to be. The time to start. Monday Night Raw. So we start the latest edition of WWE Monday Night Raw. The chairman of the board, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Vince McMahon says, so it is official at WrestleMania in Dallas, Texas. It is a battle for the company. The biggest Divas match in WWE history. 4 female competitors chosen by me, and 4 by that bastard son-in-law, Triple H. Speaking of competitors, it just so happens to be that I looked up Triple H's contract. Now, of course, you are COO of the WWE, but it also has you down as a WWE superstar, which means that you are now an active competitor. So I can make your life a living hell. Well, how about before we even make it to the winner-takes-all match, you have to survive a match earlier in the night against an unknown opponent. In fact, the only clue I'm going to give you about who your opponent is one of your NXT kids who wants to stab you in the back. It's time to play the game, Triple H. My game, god damn it. I'll also say this, I have said obviously it's in Dallas, Texas, like real life. When I actually book the show, I'm just going to book it in the biggest arena possible to try and get a really big attendance. That's to replicate them getting the big attendance that they're aiming for. B-minus 76. Nothing really to note there apart from Triple H will be facing a mystery opponent from NXT earlier in the match, and it'll be an NXT person making their debut at WrestleMania. How will that go down? Interesting to find out. Our first match of the evening, in a match that had some good action and average heat. Cesaro defeats Austin Aries in 12-18 by countout. Cesaro makes defense number 2 of the WWE Intercontinental Championship. It's a good one there for Cesaro. C plus 66, obviously Double A came wanting the championship, but he get counted out against Cesaro. Double A improves technical and performance skills, and if we look at the dirt sheet, very few negatives there. If they were a bit more over, that would have been at the B minuses, which would have been pretty good. But I'm happy with that at the moment. And about had some solid in-ring action, but non-existent crowd heat. The team of Natalya and Paige defeated Becky Lynch and Charlotte in 7:31, when Paige defeated Charlotte by pinfall following the Rampage. A D44 is okay considering it's the Divas division. Charlotte has become a little bit stale in her current role, that's cool, we can look at that. And Natalya and Paige have absolutely zero chemistry. That's the only time they're going to be tagging, so that's not too bad. No skill improvements. Negatives. Really just a lack of overness and poor momentum. That's cool, that's understandable. It's going to take a long time to build up a women's division when you're in the WWE, in my opinion. It's unbelievable, the team of the WWE Divas Champion, Natalya, and Paige have stolen one as Paige picks up the victory over Charlotte. They head up the ramp. This seems to happen a lot in my shows, I've noticed. And they stand there at the top of the ramp, celebrating, leaving Charlotte and Becky Lynch in the ring pretty dejected. Some theme music hits, and it again is the one and only Vince McMahon. Vince says, whoa, what a win, ladies, and a fantastic win over those 2 divas. And Paige, since you had this great victory, I would like to offer you a place alongside Natalya on Team Vince McMahon at WrestleMania. Paige says, well, Mr. McMahon, what can I say? It would be my honour to join your team alongside Natalya and, of course, Ronda Rousey. Vince says, you hear that, Triple H? One of your own NXT divas has joined Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Obviously, because Paige was initially in NXT and was one of Triple H's first ones that really came up. She's turned her back and she'll be joining Team Vince McMahon at the WrestleMania winner-takes-all match. The D plus 50 is okay. Vince McMahon doing good. Paige was underwhelming. I'll say. Just giving divas a chance, basically, and if you don't give them a chance, they can't build up overness. So negatives there, mostly for Paige. Next up, and about that had some good action and a good crowd, Sting defeats Luke Harper in 7:31 by pinfall. During the match, we had The Undertaker distract Harper. C plus 68. I don't know if there's going to be people who not really happy with Sting performing on Raw, but it's really that case where I need him to get as much momentum as possible. He has none, so we just have to put him in every match and try and put him over as much as we can. So Sting was really improving. It was really tiring. He was visibly tiring as well. And no skill improvements. And overall, it's mostly negatives there for Sting, but what can you say? You got to build him up, and hopefully he'll be fine down the line. After his triumphant return last week, we have a short 1 minute video highlighting the Dream Team that is, of course, John Cena, Daniel Bryan, Sting, and The Undertaker, B81, and that's just hyping up the big match at WrestleMania, the big war that's going to take place between the Dream Team and, of course, the Wyatts. Now, in a match that had some good action and average heat, we had Ricochet defeat Sheamus in 8:41 by pinfall, a diving double knee drop. This gets C64, not great, but again, building someone up. Sheamus improves technical skills from this matchup. Overall, very few negatives here, it's just getting some overness to Ricochet. We then have a rare edition of Miz TV. Honestly, didn't steal this from the SmackDown spoilers. With your host, The Miz. Miz says, "Welcome everyone to the most must-see talk show in WWE history. Welcome everyone to Miz TV." And the crowd doesn't react. Tonight, my guest is none other than the man who shocked the world and returned to the WWE last week to face his longtime foe, ladies and gentlemen, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn heads out to the ring and the crowd goes wild. Sami Zayn says, "Miz, thanks for having me." Miz says, "Sami, you should be thanking me. I'm giving you this spotlight just like Kevin Owens is giving you the share of his spotlight at WrestleMania." Sami Zayn says, "Seriously, Miz, really? Kevin Owens has been nothing more than an arrogant bully since day one. You forget, I've known Kevin Owens nearly all my life. Our rivalry stems forward longer than WWE, than NXT, and there's nothing more fitting of a stage than Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. Don't blame me that you didn't have the balls to answer the challenge yourself." Miz gets frustrated and decides just to try and attack Sami Zayn before he misses. Sami Zayn gets him into the corner, hits him with a hell of a kick, a haluva kick, and sends Miz packing. Unfortunately, that's one of those segments where it's limited because of the certain amount of characters you're allowed within TEW. I would have liked to have really made a long transcript, but hopefully, I'm praying, Adam, please, can we make this a feature in TEW 2016? Maybe not unlimited characters and text space, but, a bit more than there is here. So I can really expand some angles. But overall, D47, really just putting over Sami Zayn here and building up for Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. An extremely short match, Braun Strowman defeats Enhancement Talent 1 in 44 seconds with a big splash. D-36. Basically, we all know I don't like Mojo Rawley. Don't want to call him a jobber, so just put him down as Enhancement Talent number 1, and he done the job, putting Big Braun over. No skill improvements, just a basic match, getting Braun over. It's a dominating victory by Braun Strowman, who defeats the local Enhancement Talent with ease. The rest of the Wyatt family enter the ring, and Bray's going to cut a promo. 13 days. 13 days and we all go to war. 13 days and these monsters, show the world that you may be an icon, you can start a movement, you can be the franchise, and you can be the undead. But us together, we are a family, and together we fight as one. We fight for each other, and Dream Team, it's just a matter of time before we're rid of you from the WWE, and we start our legacy. We leave our name written in folklore, so 13 days, the Wyatt family. We enter united and with a purpose, and by the end of it, those 13 days will be unlucky for you, John, Daniel, Sting, and Taker. 13 days. Be afraid, and be prepared to follow the buzzards. Bray Wyatt promos are so hard to write. I just try and think of as much mumble jumble as I can, because sometimes he does talk in complete riddles and it makes no sense. But just really bigging up the fact we've got this big 8-man tag, this big war, and in 13 days, obviously 13 being an unlucky number, that's why we went with that kind of angle. But B78, that's not bad. The Nikki storyline continues. It's obviously clearly no longer about the Bellas anymore. That was just to kind of give an angle, which some people I don't think agreed on, but it's built up for this big WrestleMania matchup. An extremely short match, which was a really shit rating. Brock Lesnar defeats Ryback in 3 minutes and 3 with an F5. C-58. It really was just to make Brock look like a beast, and Ryback I've got no plans for, because he's dumb as fuck. Lack of psychology. Heyman doing good work at ringside. I suppose it's one of those things you're going to get with Lesnar in a few matches, is lack of psychology. But that's one of those things. Just making him look really strong. Then I have a backstage announcement with Triple H on the Titantron. Vince, I know you're watching, so let me take this time to announce 3 members of my team at WrestleMania, who are going to be Sasha Banks, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch. The 4th and final member will be revealed on Raw next week, as she will take on the WWE Divas Champion Natalya on one-on-one competition. And as far as your as competition goes, and your little announcement earlier on, bring it on. I will conquer whichever NXT superstar thinks they're too big for their boots, and I will give them a reality check. So, 4th member will appear next week. We'll get to see who it is, the 4th member of Team Triple H, as they take on Team Vince McMahon. And of course, that NXT superstar won't appear next week. They will debut on Mania. But at B-76, Triple H enjoying going off script. Really just a decent segment for him. This flopped, and I hoped it would do a lot better. In a match that had some good action and average heat, Alberto Del Rio defeated Chris Jericho in 7:20 by submission. C61, Del Rio off his game. No skill improvements. Really, we're just giving Del Rio a couple of wins going into Mania, and Jericho's just being enhancement talent, basically. A good enhancement talent to have over younger stars because of his declining physical ability. Next up, we're with Dean Ambrose, who's cutting a promo before his big match up tonight with Finn Balor. Dean Ambrose says we're just under 2 weeks away from the biggest WrestleMania main event in history, that Dean Ambrose is now a part of it, and now we'll see 3 former Shield brothers collide for the richest prize in the game. And I've been world champion, and I know what it takes, and I love the feeling. But it's going to give me great pleasure in kicking that slimy weasel Seth Rollins all over Dallas. And well, the other side of that, I may have my brother in arms, Roman Reigns, but he knows friendship is one thing, but the title is another. And if it means I need to do the dirty deeds on Roman Reigns, then I shall. So, obviously playing up to his wee bit unhinged lunatic fringe, he's going to attack MD regardless. And if he has to do dirty deeds on his tag team partner or his friend, then he shall. B82 continues the title storyline. I'm quite happy with that. And then the match flops. Fuck's sake. And about it featured great action and a good crowd. Dean Ambrose defeated Finn Balor in 9:41 by countout. Maybe it's the countout finish. I wanted Finn to look reasonably strong and not get pinned. C+69. Really nothing to talk about apart from still character of Balor. Both guys holding back. Ambrose's inconsistency. Maybe the length, but I had to cut it because of the amount of angles we had on tonight's show. It's one of those ones where now 3 hours would have been perfect for Raw, but it's just so much time to book it. Like 2 hours is long enough, 3 hours is ridiculous. So we have a quick WrestleMania hype video, which is going to run down the card as we know it at the moment, which get a B81 rating. It's Triple H versus the unknown NXT talent. With winners take all, it's going to be Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks and Charlotte, plus a mystery partner, against Ronda Rousey, Paige, Natalya, and a mystery partner. Again, should be revealed next week on Raw. The Wyatt family, Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, Braun Strowman, and Bray Wyatt take on the dream team of John Cena, Daniel Bryan, Sting, and The Undertaker. We've got Sami Zayn taking on Kevin Owens. We have the United States Championship match between Finn Balor and AJ Styles. And of course, we have an appearance by The Rock, followed by our main event, Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. All this, plus lots more, still to be announced. And the main event fucking sucked as well. And about it featured great action and a good crowd. Seth Rollins defeats AJ Styles in 12:01 by pinfall while using the ropes for leverage. I don't know why all these matches are flopping. Maybe because there's no storyline to them, but it's just putting on dream matches and then angles happen before and after. C+70. AJ Styles improving Rumble skills. Dirt sheet doesn't have that many negatives, which is disappointing. And then Seth Rollins has done it. He's defeated AJ Styles via dubious means, and he has won tonight's match. His music plays, and he celebrates until Dean Ambrose's music plays, and a lunatic Fringe, who is now in the main event at WrestleMania, comes out to the stage. He gets ready to walk to the ring. However, Roman Reigns' music plays, and it's Roman Reigns who comes out to a mild pop because of the smarks, and he only gets to a certain part of the arena where there's no fans as he stands there. So basically the image is Seth Rollins is in the ring, Dean Ambrose is in the ramp, Roman Reigns is somewhere in the arena near the crowd, but as in like where there's nobody around about him. Basically, he points at Dean Ambrose, points at Seth Rollins, and then he points at the WrestleMania sign, signaling his intent. What will happen next week in the Go Home show for WrestleMania? Will these three even last to WrestleMania? Find out on next week's Raw. So B81, just teasing that Roman Reigns is like, I'm going to win this title, and I'm going to kick both your asses. In doing so, B-72, lost pop in 16, is very disappointing, but it's because some of the matches I expected to really do well didn't. So it's one of those things. I think most of all, it's got our WrestleMania storylines across. We have a better idea where we're going forward. I say pressure is on next week because that is the big Go Home show. We'll have a quick look here. Ratings are up 4.51 on the USA, 2.40 on Mex. That's decent. So I say that's it for this episode, guys. It's just really getting over across most of our card for WrestleMania. As I say, a couple of matches will get announced next week. We'll try and run down as much of the card as possible on the episode. As I say, thank you for watching. Get any comments on the series, any predicted cards, who you feel the tag partner will be for Team Triple H, for Team Vince McMahon, and who you think the unknown NXT guy could be that will be facing Triple H at WrestleMania. As I say, as always, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you real soon for another episode of WWE. It's a new day. Yes, it is. See you later on. Bye-bye.